to another resounding episode of ITC Sportsball. I am your man, Jerome Span, and of course, we've got the one and only, the legendary. He is.
You know it's your boy Mace, always here, ready to go.
And of course, we have the resident troll of ITC, the guy that comes to throw gasoline on the fire each and every week. He is that guy, that man, Daryl.
Amanda Nunes is going to lose this weekend.
That's how he starts. That's how he starts.
Yo, not even gonna let us get in the gates.
He's the one that needs to be wearing the Grinch shirt, not me.
Bruh, it's like we go into the theme park, right? And we walk in right away, and he's like, water slides, then everything else. No, nigga, I shouldn't have a bad day. You chose violence. What is this?
It's heavy.
I'm talking about with him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, since Daryl decided to get the party started, we might as well start right there this week with the UFC card that is up tonight, and that is UFC 269. Now, as Daryl has already said here, Amanda Nunes is part of the co-main event. She will be fighting Juliana Pena. Mace, we've heard Daryl here, so I'm going to let him go ahead and take the wheel and try and explain to us all why in the hell he believes Amanda Nunes, two-belt tigress, is going to lose.
Okay, first
I need an explanation.
Well, this two-belt thing is horrible. One belt has no people in it. It's just a random bantamweight trying to move up to 45. We're not going to count that. But this is a 135 this week. 135. She does not look good in the last 3 fights in 135. I think this might be like a little shocker. Give that little Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm thing going on right now. That could be happening tonight.
Huh? Excuse me? Do I need to hit the Vicky Guerrero on you? Excuse me. What are you talking about?
Hey, they were saying that whole thing. Hey,
Can I ask you something? Have you been drinking before we started the show today?
He already said he's only had a nap today, so he might be. You know how they say when you a little bit of lack of sleep, it gives the same effect as being drunk. So
I'm just gonna be the guy that says Amanda Nunes loses. We know she's gonna probably win, probably either from a knockout, or maybe a submission. I just want to have hope.
Time out. Pause.
I want to have hope.
I'm not letting you get away with this. You are not going to be able to play both sides. I'm going to put you on the spot. Daryl, how about this? If Amanda Nunes loses, I have to come on here next week in clown makeup. If she wins, you got to come in clown makeup. Put your money where your mouth is, Daryl.
Why clown makeup, though?
Why do you think? What? Because what do you think I believe your take is? It's some clown shit. So if that's the case, come on, baby. Come on. Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
I should get one buy from this pick because you picked Max. You picked Max.
Hey, you should get a buy for that. You didn't pick Kobe Covington twice. What did I ask for a buy? Because I picked Max. We can start playing this game if you want to.
You know what? We can start this.
hey, Max, do you see this? He trying to find any way to backslide out. Come on, baby. Come on. You're so confident. You want to make this pick. Come on.
Before we go too far into this, I'm looking at this fight card, and can we talk about how Dominique Cruz's fall from grace? This man is on the prelims.
He says
he can't even make the main card.
He makes the same money, he says. No matter what, he's on the main card or prelims.
That's some bullshit. That's just him trying to say. He's one of them dudes who can't get over the fact that he's not as good as he once was. You know what I'm saying? Because every time he gets on TV, he sounds cocky as shit. Like I just kind of checked out the card, bro. I was like, wait a minute, not him on the prelims, bro. You on basic cable, my boy. I mean, you on basic cable, my boy.
I mean, I can't be mad at him though, because what Daryl said, it is the statement that he's maintained, which is, "Hey, dog, I get paid the same regardless." So I mean, for him, when he's already, but I'm inclined to agree with you, but I can also see to where he's already reached the heights. At this point, for him, it's about conserving as long as you can and trying to just keep getting them checks, right? So I can understand it. But time out, Daryl, we got a bet or not. You ain't getting away with this. No. I'm sick of you making these crazy ass picks with no consequences. So I'm putting it on the line. We got a bet or not, Daryl.
I'll bet. But what round is she gonna get taken out?
Oh no. We're not playing this game.
We got this
game of trying to hedge your bets here. See what he's trying to do, Max? He keeps trying to find any way to just slide out of this. Like, nah, bro. Hold on. We gotta somehow make it so even if she wins, I still win. Like, nah, baby, that's not what's happening. No. The winner, you got Juliana Pena, since you so damn confident in her. Have fun with that. I got the Lioness. So we know where me and you were picking. Mace, who you got on this fight tonight?
I got the woman who got stoned, who got boulders in her fucking mitts. What you talking about? Fuck what you talking about? I went back last night and rewatched how she dismantled Cyborg. Listen, man.
Wait,
she got boulders.
That was featherweight.
She got boulders in her mitts.
Do you think that matters?
Yes. Matters.
Daryl, she has boulders no matter what weight class she's at.
It don't matter. It don't matter, bro.
Them boulders haven't taken anybody out on 135 lately.
And when it happened tonight, when Juliana Pena over there knocked out and they got her in the corner looking like Ronda Rousey, like, what happened? Don't say nothing.
Listen, when she go to sleep, hey, when she take a nap, take that dirt nap.
I'm gonna just say this: go ahead and let your wife know right now. Be like, hey, baby, I'm probably gonna need you to go grab me some clown makeup and do me some clown makeup before the show next week, because I made a really stupid bet. I was foolish. I got out over my skis, and Jay about to teach me a lesson today. Gonna learn today. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll 6'9" not 6'9". I will freaking Tech 9 my paint. so that's how it's gonna be. If I lose.
Whatever kind of clown you want to look like, it just better be very evident with that red nose that you's a clown. That's all. That's the most important, is that you gotta have the red nose. You get with a painted red, or you get one of them honks, whatever it may be. That's what we need. Because you know what? I'm not gonna keep letting you get away with this shit. I'm tired of you making these wild picks and nothing comes of it. He just like, well, I bet my money the other way. Now, baby, we're gonna make you pay somehow.
Oh man.
You did this to yourself. You can't be mad at me. But of course, we've got on this card also fighting tonight, earlier in that same card, when we actually get to the main part of the card, is the hype train himself, the great white hype, Sean O'Malley. I'm not a Sean O'Malley hater. I actually like how he fights. I actually enjoy his fights. But what I do not enjoy is all the hype behind him and all the overhyping that has been done by a guy who hasn't even beat anyone ranked. So, Daryl, do you feel like O'Malley comes out strong tonight, or do you think that this is maybe another one of those showings to where you start to see the holes in Sean O'Malley's game?
I think we will see some holes, because last fight he had to face someone that we never seen and debuted against him, and he could not put that man down with his fists. He was eating them like it was like cheeseburgers. It was ridiculous. I think it's like the hype and the feeling of the other fighter. If they allow it, that's what happens, because we already seen Chito Vera literally just stop him, and he didn't want to ever, and it had to go in a stretcher for that. So I think this is going to be a different fight. It ain't going to be like a knockout show. It ain't going to be like some surprise thing. He got some guy that's actually durable and not going to play games with him at all. So I'm picking not the Sugar Show.
Mace, he is taking on the 21-3 Rylan. Oh my goodness, I butchered this man's name. It's like Rylan Piava, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah, you said his last name right.
It's hard. His first name is very hard for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm a smart dude. I can read, but hey, where's somewhere to strip me up to? It happens. But
He's
Macy,
Brazilian, so I mean, you never know. Do they say the R or is that a? I mean,
exactly. It may be that may like the R may not even be pronounced. You may be dead on with that, Mace. But yeah, he is 21-3, and in his last 3 fights, Mace, that he has won his last 3 by KO, decision, unanimous decision, and majority decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go O'Malley here, but I think it's gonna be one of those doesn't look pretty, maybe split decision, maybe unanimous decision, but I don't think that he'll have a easy time in this fight. But he may have understood that he's got some things to work on that I mean, some guys actually get in the lab after bad performances and actually get better. So I mean, there's no reason to think that he won't.
Yeah, you have a very good point with that because I mean, you look at a guy like one of the all-time greats, George St. Pierre, right? When he lost to Matt Serra, that dude went back to the lab and said, "Never again, baby. Never, ever, ever again will that happen to me." And what did he do for the rest of his career? Beat the dog piss out of everybody in front of him. So, yeah, I think tonight is a chance for Sean O'Malley to show that he is more than just a stand-up pitter patter you to death fighter. I know he has had some finishes, but a lot of those are based off of volume strikes. I would like to see a more complete fighter tonight and see a guy that can maybe actually have some type of activity in some form of grappling, because for the most part, his grappling game his entire career in the UFC has been relatively weak when you're comparing him to his contemporaries, right? So I want to see if he's decided to evolve his game at all, because if he can add in any threat of some type of grappling that he can dominate you in, he will become more dominant in his striking. He will.
I mean, he's a tall 135. The dude is 5'11", man. You would think in clinch situations he would be able to get off a lot more elbows and knees simply because he can clinch and still separate you slightly more than somebody shorter than him. So I expect him to be more effective in clinch. I think that might do a lot for his grappling game per se. So it at least give people the threat that, okay, if I slip up, like if I'm not on my P's and Q's right now, that something bad may happen. I think that's where he should be focusing, I guess, a little bit more.
Yeah, I guess my thing is that it is truly, when it comes to grappling in the way that you're describing, right, trying to throw the knees and elbows, it comes down a lot to technique and setting that up, because you're no longer going to be able to maul a guy outright like Anderson Silva did Rich Franklin, right? People know the techniques. They know the ways out of it now. They know what they're supposed to be doing. So you're not going to really maul someone like that. But we've seen by plenty of fighters in the UFC, you can still use it to do very, very effective striking and to give yourself a real big advantage, especially if you are a striker in nature. Will he make that next progression? I don't know. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't know if he works hard or any nonsense like that, right? I don't get into that because, you have to work pretty damn hard for the most part to be a successful fighter in the UFC, right? It's rare when you're the Derek Lewis where it's just like, nah, baby, I don't need to be training like that.
I eat cheeseburgers and knock niggas out. That's what
I
do, baby.
Yeah, like that's rare in the UFC now. Like that was more prevalent, let's say 10 years ago, but now that's something that you can't really do. So I'm not going to say he doesn't work hard, but is he training the proper techniques to elevate his game to the next level? I do not know. We will see. If you ask me who I'm going to take tonight, I'm going to take Sean O'Malley. I think this is an opportunity for him to remind people of how great he actually can be. But I will say this. He loses this fight tonight, I don't want to hear no more of this fucking hype. Y'all better shut up. Because look.
Well,
Look,
it's not with the hype. It's really it's different from his hype versus Hazmat. Because the same thing, Dana White definitely put out that he's not ready. So we already know that on the borderline he isn't ready for a ranked opponent. But on the same time, like, he has to actually prove that he can actually like do something other than just saying I'm just walking in there and just like knocking somebody out, because he has mad film of him just doing the same thing in every single fight. So the vulnerability is literally just leg kicks and then he's done. That's literally that's the problem with the whole thing. Change up your game.
You know what that reminds me of? Wonder Boy. You remember when Wonder Boy first was in, people was having real trouble figuring it out. And then Tyrone Woodley was like, nah, baby, you just leg kick his ass to death. just leg kick him. That'll stop all that. That's all you got to do. Just hit him with the leg kicks, baby. We good. But you're right. Sean O'Malley has the same problem as Wonder Boy. You're such an amazing striker. You hit people from these weird angles. You move your feet a lot, that when someone takes that away from you, it becomes a struggle for you. So hopefully we'll see Sean O'Malley evolve here, because I want to see more fighters coming up. I'm here for the entertainment, right? Yes, I have the fighters I like, the fighters I support, but I'm also not a hater and going to be like, oh, no, that guy, except when you're a Trump supporter like Daryl's man's, Kobe Covington. So when you're that, I'm going to tell you, go fuck yourself. But otherwise, I don't really hate you, right? Like, otherwise, we good, baby. I don't really have no animus towards you. So we'll see what happens there. I think O'Malley wins the fight tonight, but he could. This is one where, honestly, if the strategy is used correctly and he gets pressed and taken down and gets forced into a grappling match, I promise you this, he's losing this fight. If the first round is going to tell us everything we need to know, because if he gets forced into that grappling, it's over, unless he has truly evolved his game. Now, I want to address one thing you said, though, Daryl. We're talking about Dana White was like, oh, yeah, he said he's not ready. Who's in control of the UFC? That's Dana White, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who you think got the final say over all the marketing and who they like to hype up and market? Who could that be? Could it be Dana White? Could it be that same guy?
Yeah, we all know Dana White's flip-floppy. We already know.
Exactly, bro. He's full of it. He's full of shit. Period. Okay, like I know some will be like, you know, oh man, he's been great for the sport. Look, Dana has been good for the sport, but what's been better for the sport is cable TV and the internet. That's what's been way better for the sport, cable TV and the internet. Because let me tell you something. As a guy who's been watching UFC since basically the beginning, the sport was surviving and thriving before they ever got to ESPN. So them being on ESPN doesn't change anything. So Dana White, and I know people want to pat him on the back, oh, you got him to ESPN. Dog, the sport was going to survive. ESPN needed UFC more than the UFC actually needed ESPN, if we're being honest about this. And I simply say that is because if ESPN really believed in their boxing that they're putting out there, they would hype it up more. They would be hyping it during the big events much more. But if you notice, when was the last time in like a Monday Night Football game that you saw them hyping one of the big fights that's coming up? Hell, Bud Crawford just fought a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much were they really hyping that up beforehand? They hyped it like the week of, but UFC stuff, if Conor McGregor's fighting, they hyping that for 2 months.
I said they had more programs, more people.
Yeah,
really people from the sport.
But Top Rank gives you a card at least like once a month on ESPN.
Boxing ain't the same.
What's not the same in boxing is something that me and Terrell actually talked about a long time on just regular ass Inside the Cage, right? Which is that there's no longer this, the champions have to fight the champion and become one. Like, you really want to become the unified champion. That's a rare thing now. Most of the time, because there's 8 million belts, right? There is 6 million companies that have a belt that they can put on this guy or that guy, right? It doesn't really feel like a true competition anymore. That's one thing that's been great about the UFC, right? Is that it's very, very clear what the end goal is for everybody, right? You're all fighting to become the champion of your division. In boxing, it's become so much of a, well, are you the WBC, WBA, ABA, BBC, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, like, they're just like, hey, there's 8 million championships that you have to win to actually become the undisputed champion of your division. And I think that's caused a lot of fight fans to be turned off by it, because it's like, well, who's actually the champion then, right? Because there's not, the big names in boxing are no longer going to be the smaller guys. It's the heavyweights now, right? Everybody wants to see the big guys. That's boxing's biggest sell, has always been the big guys, the heavyweights. That's who they really want. They have like roughly 3 heavyweights now that they can throw out there and that can sell fights. Otherwise, everybody else is kind of just like whatever. Oh, well. Yeah, like, so it's a weird situation, but yeah, man, I really got caught in the mud talking about boxing there. But of course, we have another one of Daryl's boys fighting tonight, and he is fighting in the other co-main event. We've got Charles Oliveira taking on Daryl's man's Dustin Poirier.
Whoa. I'm with Charles. I'm not with Dustin. Whoa. Pause the brakes right now. Everybody's picking Dustin, and I think they're crazy. Charles is being slept on. He has more tools.
You're drunk.
He has more tools to win than Dustin right now. You want to disagree with me with that one? That's what I would say.
I don't know. I gotta go with Charles here too, man. I mean, I've watched him get better as a fighter, and it seems like every few fights he goes into, he comes with a new tool in the shed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people are going with Poirier just because he had a few good fights against Conor McGregor, but Conor's just I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm choosing.
That's all he is.
Like I said, I'm choosing Charles here. Easy. I'm easily choosing Charles Oliveira. I expect him to dismantle this man in a quick fashion. Honestly, you know what? I'm expecting a submission victory. That's
what I was saying. It's either going to be a choke or be a quick knockout, because this man can just turn it on and off anytime he wants. This man has the most submissions in that weight class.
Yeah, I'm at second, third round. I'm expecting a submission victory, man, because I think Poirier is gonna realize fairly soon that he's outmatched and try to take it to the ground.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Recording stopped.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Don't know why Anchor hates me.
It definitely does.
I don't know what the problem is. Sorry, people that are watching this on YouTube here. We had to reconnect our through our recording source here. For some reason, it decided to lose its mind and drop us in the middle of it there. But yeah, there's Mace again. So okay, we're gonna hit this show on the road. All right, so I know that Daryl is over here trying to tell us about how Charles is his man's now, and I'll let him get away with this one. I'll let him get away with it.
This is basic IQ. If you're picking Dustin, you really gonna go on Dustin just because he beat Conor McGregor twice? One because Conor was rusty, and the other one he broke his own darn leg. So I'm not going off of that. Like Dustin doesn't do nothing but punch. You get his legs, he's done.
I know Connor's your man, but Dustin beat that man ass twice. You're gonna stop that right now. He was beating that man ass in that second fight too.
We'll never know.
Hey, you know what I know? Somebody got fragile bones.
Hey. Should stay away from kicking. That's what he should.
Hey, he got fragile leg bones and a fragile chin. That's what I know. Fragile.
Hey, Dustin been in too many wars. His chin is about to give out too.
Well, all that being said, you damn right I'm rocking with Charles Oliveira. I've been rocking with that dude for some years. Why in the hell would I start picking against him now when he's at his best? What, I look like some kind of moron to you? That look dumb? Dude, does it say stupid right across here? Is that what it says?
Oh, I thought you was about to pick Dustin. I was about to say.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I was only picking him against Conor because I knew he would give Conor the works, and I can't stand Conor McGregor, and I am not a Conor McGregor fanboy, and I am tired of the hype with him, and I'm glad his last two fights have been and so yes, it's been a real good time for me. So yeah, I can't complain at all about any of the things that have happened with Conor McGregor recently. But you know, like, I will say this. I think this fight probably ends in submission. I think Poirier is going to trick himself into thinking that he might have a chance with this man on the ground. And Daryl, I think we both know this. That is the last damn thing you want to do with Charles Oliveira.
He's going to get Khabib flashbacks.
Like I said, bro, I think he's going to get pressured into a situation where he's going to think a takedown is the only way for him to get back into the fight, and that's going to be his downfall. Like I said, it's going to be, I'm thinking second or third round, man, that he's going to trick himself into thinking that he needs to dirty the matchup and clinch him, take him to the ground, and that's going to be his downfall.
I guarantee you we're going to see him shoot, and it's going to be we're going to just shake our head, probably just turn around like, yo, this man really shot at Charles Oliveira. Like, really just like we all watched Tony Ferguson versus Charles, and Tony Ferguson just does not quit. And that man's arm was literally looked like we thought it was going to break. That man was not giving up. If Tony can get caught, Dustin can get caught.
Hey, look, Tony better just be happy that Charles Oliveira ain't cold-blooded like Frank Mir, because that was Frank Mir. He would have just broke it and call it a win for me.
Hey,
your arm broke. You
listen, Frank would have his arm mounted on his wall by now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm taking this home with me, baby. This is my new trophy.
Hey, speaking of Frank Mir, boy, did y'all see how bad it went for him in that fight?
Oh yeah.
Woof. Oh man.
You mean in the new triangle?
Oh my gosh. Hey, RGB triangle. Keep it straight. RGB triangle.
Oh my goodness. Frank Mir got his ass whooped. You could tell for him, he was like, yeah, I'll take this paycheck. I'll take it.
It's like you've been hit in the face long enough to know that, I can get hit in the face for a couple $100,000. He came into that just like Ben Askren, like, baby, I'm just here for this check. I'm here for that check. That's it. I don't care about this fight. This fight don't mean nothing to me. It's an exhibition anyway. It don't go on my wins and losses. But, speaking of people taking this crazy shit, though, Mace, I have to ask you, my man, what is up with Urban Meyer? Boy, it's worse than we thought, Mace. For those that don't know, the report was put out that Urban Meyer, and this is a quote from this piece, during a staff meeting, Meyer delivered a biting message that he's a winner and his assistant coaches are losers, according to several people informed of the contents of the meeting, challenging each coach individually to explain when they've ever won and forcing them to defend their resumes. Did you choose them?
Mace, what's up with your mans, bro? What is up with this man, Urban Meyer, dog? What's going on?
Listen, I'm trying to put all this into one box, but you can't, because it's what did he think was gonna happen? He's the Purdue on everybody's schedule. He's not Ohio State anymore. He's the bye week for everybody. What did he think was gonna happen? I don't understand this. You go to Jacksonville. They're NFL talents, but there's NFL talent and then there's NFL talent. And he's at the bottom of that. What did he expect to happen? Did he just think that some kind of way he was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna get here, might win 5, 6, 7 games, be decent, not be terrible. And he doesn't. That's cool being a winner, but this man has no idea how to lose a game. And he went into a situation where he was going to lose a lot of games. And now he's losing a lot of games and losing his damn mind.
Amazing. What did we say before the season, bro? We said, hold on, dog. Urban Meyer can't take losing now. This is a dude who hadn't done a lot of losing in the past 10 years, baby. Like, things have been sweet for him. Now he's losing his shit.
I understand giving good college coaches a chance in the NFL, but you got to understand something. You can pretty much choose your entire roster in college. In the NFL, you get lucky. And luck ain't on his side. Nobody wants to go to Jacksonville.
Daryl, how would you address this man, Urban Meyer, if you was on his coaching staff right now?
So we got a box. Can't nothing else go wrong. Like, all the worst stuff has happened to them in the media so far. What is a boxing match between coaching staff at this point?
I think I have like a can of gasoline just waiting in my hand. You said what?
You go Randy Orton him, bro? You go Randy Orton him?
Man, I'll do him dirty. I'll be Randy Orton doing him dirty like Undertaker. Just light the whole thing on fire.
Look, I thought we was gonna get comedy from Urban Meyer this season, but Mace, first we catch him in the man restaurant, got his own people in his restaurant snitching on him, and now this Urban Meyer. Please don't ever leave the NFL, baby. You a content machine. Keep bringing it, please, 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 Urban. Do not leave the NFL. And I hate to tell any of you Jacksonville Jaguar fans that happen to listen to us, because we got a few listeners down in Florida. Appreciate y'all, by the way. Appreciate y'all around the country and around the world to listen to us. We got some of our hardest support fellas come from Canada. So we appreciate y'all up top in Canada. Appreciate y'all. But bruh. This is not how you handle things. This is not what you do. You don't sit here and throw your coaches under. You don't go in a meeting and start telling them how you the motherfucking man in Houston, and your ass is this is the first time you coaching the NFL, and your record is worse than theirs. Some of these dudes has probably won more games as interim coaches than your ass done won as a real head coach. So it is astounding.
He gonna blame it on the fact that he couldn't get the right strength coach in.
Bruh. You mean the racist, abusive strength coach?
He couldn't get his guy. He couldn't get his guy in there, bro. The team is weak.
They gotta get their cardio up, and the only way to whip him into shape is with this racism. Damn it!
He don't have anybody in the weight room cracking that whip. That's what it is, boy.
Oh no!
That'd be a sad scene.
Bruh, it's like, honestly, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've seen where coaches are, where they may not see eye to eye, and there's a disagreement as far as their philosophies are going on, how they want certain things handled. Well, boy, you going in there, ain't won shit in the NFL, and you over here telling these boys, I'm a winner. He
basically went in there and was just, hey man, I win, y'all lose, y'all making me lose. So how do you walk out of that meeting unscathed? Like how do you walk out of that? It's like, what, my boy? You just got here. I've been here. You just got here, and you already trying to take a doo-doo on everything because you losing.
I'm gonna say it straight on. You said it, and I agree with you. Urban Meyer, you say that shit to me. Me, you having a conversation. I'm gonna say, hey, Urban, can you stay afterwards? I want to talk to you about something real quick. I want to talk to you about this.
We're gonna have everybody leave.
You're gonna catch these hands for free, baby, because you ain't gonna just talk crazy. Nigga, I'm a loser. Let me show you what winning's like. Let me show you how I can win real quick. Urban, I'm gonna beat your ass real quick.
I was like, hey, my boy, we in the NFL facility, bro. Go get the pads on. We popping up this Oklahoma drill. Let's run now.
No, I don't want him to do that now, because you know he got that bad ticker. Now I just want to knock him out real quick. I just want to beat. You still want some of this? You still think I'm a loser, Urban? Because look, for everything about Urban Meyer that I may think about him, I don't take him as no scrapper. Look, he from a rough part of Ohio, but he been out of that rough part of Ohio for a long time, living a cushy life. People been kissing this man's ass since he was the coach at Utah, man. So it's been a long time since he's been there. Urban ain't no fighter. He ain't no scrapper. And he ain't no big dude either. So it's like, yo, you saying this to some of your O-line coaches and some of these big dudes out here, you lost your damn mind, Urban Meyer. You have really, really lost your ever-loving mind on this. But speaking of people losing their minds, of course, every week we take a deep dive into the mind of a madman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mace's Madness. But guess what, bitches? You get me this week. You don't get Mace. Yeah, you didn't know that. You didn't know I was going to be the one to take it over this week. Yeah. But I just want to touch on a story real quick that came across about a man named Daryl Howard. Now, Daryl Howard spent 23 years in prison before a judge determined that there was misconduct for both the prosecutors and former Durham police detective Daryl Dowdy. I'm not going to go into too much of the particulars, but once again, we're seeing just a straight abuse of both police and a lack of them fundamentally being able to do their job in a effective manner. And because of this, a man spent 23 years behind prison. And why am I bringing this up? Because Mr. Daryl Howard has now been awarded $6 million after the jury found that the detective falsified evidence to get a wrongful conviction. Now, why am I bringing this up in Mesa Madness? Because, hey, plain out and simple, man, we all live in America, right? We should be able to have a fundamental belief in our policing system. We should be able to believe that these people are supposed to be out here protecting us and solving the crimes, that they are people that are doing things the correct way. This is, again, another example of showing you why we have to have checks on police and why we have to start holding them more accountable for the things that they do incorrectly and improperly. Because, again, even though that man got $6 million, he's getting $6 million. That's 23 years of his life that was taken. Okay, not that he forfeited. 23 years of his life that was taken wrongfully. So at the end of the day, when you think about that, you always have to keep the context that the police are supposed to be someone that protects us, someone that does their job in an effective manner, and that we can trust to solve a crime. So I get it. Some people are gonna say, hey man, at least he's getting $6 million. There's plenty of people out there. There's plenty of people out there that aren't getting it. But understand something, people. For those 23 years, basically what they're saying is that he was worth what it was worth for him was $673 a day. Are you willing to forfeit your freedom for $673 a day? Because I'm sure as hell not.
Just to backdoor this, man, this is a shitty situation. But just on top of this, earlier this week about the guy that spent 16 years in prison over those fake rape charges, where the woman just picked him out of the group and like, yeah, it's him.
Yep.
They wrote a. I think she recently wrote a
Yep.
book, and they made a movie about the whole thing too.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out that was false.
Yep.
Come on, man. Like, it's crazy he brought that up, even though there was a whole nother situation just like that we can talk. I mean, we could probably do this weekly, monthly, whatever the case you want to be. Well, I'm pretty sure we could do this all the time and talk about how somebody's been in jail falsely, then they get out and they just get rewarded some money. Like, hey, I'm sorry, we didn't do our job right. Here's a little bit of cash. Please leave us alone now. Come on, man.
Yeah,
like I said, this is what we talked about last week with Ennis Freedom about, hey, bro, just because your house was on fire don't mean our house was on fire. But we really haven't. We gonna switch this up here a little bit, even though we haven't really talked about too much basketball here. But you know that it was always gonna come.
Hold on, Ho. You better stop trying to cut me off. I wasn't done yet. Hold on, Ho. You better calm down. It's trying to cut me off. I know it's your segment, but I'm running it today. Okay,
my bad, man. Man. Listen, bro, I'm ready to talk about some bums that I'm upset with. I got some things to get off my mind, so I need you to expeditiously let people know that you upset.
Absolutely, but Daryl, I'm gonna give you the final word on this, and then wrap it all up here for everybody. Daryl, thoughts on that, on Mr. Howard's situation there?
I think it's terrible. Just losing any amount of time of your life, not willingly, like that's automatically like a shitty situation. You couldn't put a price on something that's definitely priceless. That's your time, that's your experiences, that's probably like education, chances. That's all that. That's why people do audits to cops on a daily basis and upload them to YouTube. I respect all those people because half these cops don't even know anybody's rights, their constitutional rights and everything. Like, it is constantly shown, like, people that wear that whole police uniform try to have either, if someone doesn't listen to you, they use their power, they use their placement, everything. Like,
well, I love watching those videos where guys pretty much take the police officers to school about the actual laws. I'm like, bro, hey, I live for those.
Yeah, it's a strong learning. It's like pretty much learning your own rights and stuff. Like, there's a lot of people out here that just don't know their whole constitutional rights. You don't have to really certain states. You don't have to really ID. People be forcing that. They try to threaten you for arrest and not even show your ID when it's unconstitutional. There's so many things that, like, people need to actually understand and like research, so these cops don't do this. Like, you might as well just have a GoPro on you at all times at this point, because they have to act different after that. I understand pretty much. Like, shit, I'm thinking about it. And the many times I had dealt with cops, I didn't have to deal with that. It's just crazy. Like,
I mean, at this point, everybody should be driving around with a dash cam, especially if you're not white. Hey, have a dash cam, because you never know.
Look, cops pull me over. Any cop that watches, I'm letting you know now. Your ass is on camera. My camera is rolling before you even get up to my car, and I will tell you it straight away, because I ain't taking no chances. Because if I die, y'all gonna have to pay my people, plain out and simple. Because I'm not gonna do nothing crazy to put my life at risk with you. Because I don't trust police enough to do that, right? So I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. So if you do something crazy and I die, my people getting paid. Camera's there. I'm just letting you know now. And my stuff uploads directly to the cloud.
Try seizing my video.
Exactly. Good luck seizing that, because guess what? As soon as you hit stop, it's already fully uploaded to the cloud. Ding. But just remember this, people. I don't want to get you too caught in the mud, because we do try and have a lot of fun around here. But just remember something: never lose context on the things that are going around you. We love having fun around here. We love talking about sports, but you also have to be aware of the things that are going on in this world, so we can stop injustices like this. Because at the end of the day, that is almost 9,000 days a man spent in prison that he did not deserve. And let me tell you something. I know a lot of people that struggle to make it through their regular everyday life in a 30-day calendar. So how can imagine how it is having to basically forfeit 9,000 days? That's insane. But it's each and every week, ladies and gentlemen, we take you deep into the mind of a madman. This time you got to go in mine. I'm crazy, see? But yes, we go deep into the mind of a madman, and we let you know what's really getting up under his crawl. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mace's madness. But now, as Mace was saying, let's get to the thing that I know that has been burning Mace's fucking ass and driving him and our guy Smoke crazy. Mace, I'm going to say it now. The LeBron run is over. It's over. Unless there are two superstars on the team with him, or at least one dude that's dominant, like a KD type, not Anthony Davis, who, look, man, I love you, AD. You from the crib, dog. But I'm starting to feel like Charles Barkley and Shaq, baby. But you don't never play big, man. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of seeing this 7-foot dude never play big. So, Mace, I have to ask you, do you think the run's over with now?
Yes. The moment they traded for Westbrook, I felt like it was over. I'm gonna be real with you. For what? Why? Why? Who in charge was like, you know what LeBron and Anthony Davis need? Russell Westbrook. For what? I mean, I get it. I understood. Like I didn't like the decision, but I understood why we were getting a bunch of old vets, because they just thought they could just cruise through the regular season, and that veteran, that grit was going to get them
veteran
through playoff
leadership, baby.
Yeah, it was going to get them through playoff series. Damn that. Listen, man. Anthony Davis is playing like somebody who is just there to collect checks. He's like, you know what? I signed a 5-year contract. I'm set, baby. I ain't got to do nothing hard no more. I'm good. Why is LeBron playing 35 plus minutes a game at this point in his career? For what? Why? Why is that happening? Anthony Davis, you 27, 28 years old. Play like it. I don't know what more else to say there. Play like you are in your 20s. Anthony Davis play about as old as LeBron plays right now. I mean, they threw away they threw away the team and brought in the retirement home, and you got Kuz out here giving people in DC the business right now. This man out here getting fined for flipping dudes the bird because he hitting them with daggers and stuff. It's like, I gotta watch that, and then I gotta turn on the Lakers and watch them boys just. I saw a stat the other day that they have the most walked minutes in the NBA or something like that. Like they spend the most time walking around. Yeah, they old. They ain't got jumps anymore. they are out of jumps. They're out.
Daryl, I see the enjoyment all over your face by Mace's pain with the Lakers. Daryl, go ahead and give us a piece of your mind here. Say, what are you over there thinking, huh?
Everybody was saying this was a super team. We're going to have Westbrook. We're going to have Davis. We're going to have.
Who said
that? I tell you right now. I have the biggest LeBron lovers over in Jersey, and I could not stand hearing this nonsense.
Super team.
Super team, yes, a super team. They gonna do everything.
Do them dudes actually watch the NBA, or do they just know names?
Listen, bro, I knew everything went sideways the moment that they were deciding between Buddy Hield and Russell Westbrook, and they chose Westbrook. What? Huh?
Yeah,
that's the one.
I think they were playing 2K one day, and they thought it was good stats.
Wayne Ellington ain't got knees. I said this on the show. Wayne Ellington has no knees anymore. Why is he out there?
None. Zero.
Westbrook can't shoot. I mean, they had pieces ready to go last year, and they pretty much, besides LeBron, Anthony Davis, and THT, they just threw the whole team away.
Mm-hmm.
For what? How is he the one that stayed?
Because then nobody want him. What you mean, bro? Nobody want him. Everybody's like, you have him.
I mean,
we know who plays the crucial minutes. That's why people was willing to pay KCP. That's why they were willing to do that, because they knew, hey, wait a minute. We get Contavious, who's going to give us all these 3-and-D minutes. Oh, yeah, we good, baby. We good.
I mean, for whatever Kyle Kuzma's inconsistency is, I would take him over everybody on the Lakers roster not named LeBron or Anthony Davis right now.
Hey,
even then, at this point, LeBron and Anthony Davis, I get LeBron, man. I mean, this man should not be playing 35, 37 minutes a game. I get it, bro. He's gonna burn out soon. I'm expecting the burnout to happen soon, like close.
He's
after
old. He's old. You know what it is. Yeah. But Daryl, let me ask you this, Daryl. Is it fair what Barkley and Shaq say about Anthony Davis that, hey, wait a minute, dude, you gotta stop playing so goddamn soft sometimes. You're 7 feet tall, and a lot of the times you play like you're 6'1".
You heard it from the legends.
Yes.
You heard it from the legends. They played rougher basketball back then. This is some soft shit. This is like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to have surgeries. I don't want to do this. You got LeBron out here carrying this ultra big backpack that he has to do for every freaking team he's actually on. We already know, like, his last run, he got the ring for the Lakers. You're done. You don't have to do no more at this point. You've proven what you had to prove. All of now is like, it's just either you're chasing a ring or you just trying to get your health up.
But we saw this coming though, man, because every time, like almost every other time they put a microphone in Anthony Davis' face, he's complaining about playing the 5. We saw this coming. We knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
He cries about playing the 5 almost every week. For what? To guard a guy your size? You mad about that?
I guess
like everybody, I'm pretty sure a lot of our listeners have played sport. You know, when you go pick up basketball, it don't matter what your skill is, you guard the dude that is closely similar to your size. Mm-hmm. You go to Anytime Fitness, or you go to 24, or you go to the park. They gonna match you. If they don't know you and you don't know them, you gonna end up being matched up, or somebody's gonna end up coming to guard you that is similar to your size. He might be an inch or two taller, smaller, whatever the case may be. But if you 6'5", they're gonna try to find the tallest other dude out there and have him guard you every single time. Like, you mad about having to guard somebody your size? Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
He's spoiled. What kind of
bullshit is that?
He's spoiled. That's what happened. He's spoiled. It's all good.
Look, we'll see. You guys both know I'm not quick to call somebody soft, right? A professional athlete, because it takes a lot of mental fortitude and and emotional strength and everything to get through all of the stuff that you have to in order to reach that point, right? So I hate calling guys soft, but at this point, I don't know how else to describe what is going on with Anthony Davis than saying, dude, you play soft. You have a complete finesse game. You do not have any physicality to your game, because, man, there are too many times when I watch the Lakers that I'm like, dude, if you just went up. Nobody's blocking your shot.
He's athletic enough to out-athlete just about anybody that guards him. He's for sure quicker
not
than
anybody,
him.
Everybody, anybody that's guarding him, he's going to out-athlete them, because you can't put a small guy on him. But it's like, wait a minute, maybe you can. Because look, you put a small guy on him, all of a sudden he's like, oh no, I have to start shooting jump shots.
Like my boy, 2 dribbles to the basket, dream shake, Do something. That's it.
Well, throw them in the
Go ahead,
trash. Throw them in the trash.
I mean, at this point, I think we're at the point in the season now that you can start trading guys that you signed over the summer. Listen, bro.
I think the date on that is like
isn't it like the 17th or 20th or something? It's coming up.
It's like the 20th.
It's coming up. So if listen, man, I understand a lot of these GMs like to think that they're the smartest guy in the room, that their decisions are gonna work. Listen, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm hitting the panic button. I'm calling everybody. We are we throwing everybody in the trash at this point. We got to do something different, because at best, LA is getting bounced out in the first round this year. At best, they might even be in the play-in situation and lose in the play-in situation.
Honestly, the thing that worries me the most about the Lakers is just simply, man, their defense sucks, bro. Like, a perfect example, I was watching the Brooklyn and Atlanta game yesterday, right? Both of those teams, they've got some things that they probably need to clean up, right? But their defense is still pretty good, right? They're still out there hustling hard every night. They're trying to close possessions. When I watch the Lakers, it is legitimately, you're just watching a bunch of old guys trying to make it through the game a lot of nights. And it's like, bro, you can't win a championship or a playoff series against a good team like that when it's looking like you're not even going to have home court advantage.
Listen, at the way it's looking right now, they're going to be facing Phoenix or Golden State in the first round, and they for sure get sent home by either one of them teams.
Hey, Daryl, how many games are they going home in if they run up against Golden State in the playoffs with Clay back playing good ball for the Warriors? How quickly are they going home?
It's going to be a gentleman's sweep. It's going to be 5 gentleman's sweep.
Daryl, what you think? You think a gentleman's sweep? You think it's 5, or are they going straight home?
I'm giving them the gentleman's, man. I'm gonna give them the gentleman's.
Nah, see that's that BS. Give them 4, sweep them out, get them out, throw them in the trash, roll the freaking paper, fire somebody, trade them off with something. Like, seriously.
No, nobody needs to get fired except the players at this point, because we know if you give Frank Vogel some talent, them boys are gonna be good.
It just makes it look bad. Like, they have no effort. There's people that are trying to die just to get into the NBA and get.
Charles Barkley said it best, man. You got these players out here playing like trash, and now they talking about the coach might get fired because players are playing like ass. Like Anthony Davis out here shooting like trash. Westbrook come down. He have 2 good possessions and then come through an air ball or brick the next 5 or turn the ball over. I seen this man hit the lane. Nobody was challenging him at the rim, and this man, what?
We're better off having Ben Simmons on the Lakers.
At this point, and I'll take Ben Simmons. I will definitely take Ben Simmons, no shooting self, over what we putting out there right now, because at least Ben Simmons is gonna play some defense. At minimum, Ben Simmons is locking up his assignment.
When you're talking about Ben Simmons, though, I think I've got the team that he should go to.
What?
Portland needs to just chalk it up with Dame right now, blow it up, and say, we're going to go get Ben Simmons and we're going to build around you. It's not going to work with Dame. It's over with. Dame's playing worse than he's had. All his percentage numbers are down. His scoring is down. And he's doing more crying and complaining to the refs than I've seen him do all this time. Like, he is really, really crying and complaining a lot. And on top of that, everything that's been reported in the papers that came out there, I'm sorry, I know the old term papers, it got me for a second, but everything that's been reported, Dame wants out, but he just isn't willing to come out and say, trade me. That being the case, I think they just need to pull the trigger, because guess what? Ben Simmons, he ain't coming back for Philly, and Dame is not going to get.
He's not going to get them over the second round hump.
Nope. That won't happen, and you're not going to be able to make the team better without trading CJ, and Dame don't want you to trade CJ. So all those facts being present, time to just change it up. See if somebody else can do it for you, because at this point, Both of those teams are going nowhere, and I think if they made those teams, if those teams agreed to make that move, it would make instantly.
Both teams are better.
Yes, right away. Literally right away, because it fixes so many of the issues that both teams have. Right now, the 76ers don't have a primary ball handler who can really fill it up for you and shoot and give you consistent offense. The Blazers don't have a guy that can really just always get to the rack. They got a whole bunch of little guards that can shoot. And then they got what's his name? Yusuf Nurkic or whatever his name is. But we've seen since that injury, he hasn't really been the same. So I think they need to blow it up.
Yeah, I've been thinking Portland needs to do something different, man. I think at some point you can only get sent to home in the second round so many times before you realize that this is like same thing with Boston. I'm sorry, people, Celtic fans. Either
they gotta blow it up.
Either Tatum or Brown got to be gone for that team to actually be a legit contender.
Mm-hmm.
One of them got to go. Like everybody, like I was listening last night. They get in their game where they were getting blown out. They were like, "You got two superstars. Just try to add a third." Like, no, one of them got to go. Mm-hmm. See, that's the only way to make that. That's the only way for that team to really get better. One of those dudes has to go.
Well, yeah, somebody's gonna end up having to make moves there, but there's other teams out here that need to make some moves, and some of those are like who we gonna run into our first game of this week, and that is the Saints and Jets. Mace, is it fair enough now to say, and please make sure you give me your pick here too, because I might forget to ask you. Is it fair enough now to say that the Jets made a large, ginormous mistake drafting Zach Wilson?
If you didn't think they made a mistake drafting Zach Wilson when they drafted Zach Wilson, and now you're finally making the conclusion, congratulations, but you live too late. This man, him of all people, I mean, him. We've said this before. Who did he play? Nobody. Mm-hmm. He looked good in shorts. Cool. Everybody looks good in shorts. I can walk out to the field right now and look like an athlete. I could dress up, get my double socks on, get my, you know what I'm saying? I go out there and look like an athlete right now, but I'll let you know right now, I got 3 routes in me, and they all gonna be under 10 yards.
I'm running slants, comebacks, ins and outs. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Listen, they gonna be crispy, but that's all I got. Run after the catch, out of here. Nope.
Oh man.
At max 5 yards, and I'm looking for the next play to start. This man looked good in shorts, and that was it. He looked good in shorts and a t-shirt. He made some stupid, ridiculously great throws in shorts, and they were like, "That's our guy." Huh?
Yep. Pretty much.
Who doesn't look good in shorts and a t-shirt whenever? Like I said, bro, you can go out and look like an athlete right now at wherever you lower and wherever you listen. I can go out there and have people believing that I can be an exceptional athlete in any sport at this point, and just off of looks, I can go out there and look like I'm about to do some. Hey, get him on the team right now, and go out there and be a bum. But you didn't know that because them shorts and the t-shirt fooled you, and that's what happened.
Well, all that being said, I'm pretty sure you're picking the Saints this week, Mace. Am I correct in assuming that?
Do I have to pick a team in this? I mean,
yeah, you can pick a tie if you want. But just understand, if somebody wins, you ain't getting no points there.
I'm definitely gonna pick the Saints. So I mean, think they have a little bit more in the team category than the Jets do. So yeah.
Daryl, who you got?
Do I have to pick one? Good.
Yes.
I hate both of these teams now. Like I'll go 1 week saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm going for the Jets, yo. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it." And then all of a sudden, like, they just have a horrible defeat. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll pick the Saints. Yeah, let's do that one. Jets freaking have the most amazing game ever. This is a flip of the coin.
Come on, man. Who you got?
I'll pick Jets just because.
Oh, wow. Bold. Oh, God. I'm taking the Saints. I ain't drunk. Okay. I ain't drunk at all. No, not at all. Mace, two teams, two bottom feeders in the NFC South here. Okay. Atlanta and Carolina. Mace, who you got?
Before you make that decision, just remember your wallet's on the line for this one.
What?
I will put your wallet on the line in your choice. Like literally.
Huh? He would have bet you on Falcons, Panthers. Hey, you know what this is, Mace? You know what this is? He's thinking about that crazy ass nude ass bet he made. And he's like, oh God, I gotta get
I gotta get somebody. I gotta get my get back right now. Oh man. I'm going with the Falcons.
Okay.
I don't blame you. I can't criticize it because they both suck. I went Panthers here just because I feel like they have a better defense. So, Daryl, who you got, bruh?
Says you got Falcons. I'll go Panthers.
Oh, God. Oh my God. Hey,
you better hope they don't get no donut again.
Look, and I just want to say, Cam is done. He is washed. Okay, look, y'all know I love Cam. Okay, y'all know I'm a big supporter of Cam Newton. That brother is washed. They need to stop. Keep him in a short yardage situations. Don't ask him to be throwing the ball. I think between the surgeries, the amount of hits he's taken, and then COVID, it's done. It's done for Cam. So I think this will probably be the last year we see a team trying to potentially entertain Cam Newton as a starter. I could see a team accepting him as a backup, right? Being someone that they say, hey, we know you could come in for a couple games and give us what we need, right? But as a starter, I think those days are done for sure. Some more bottom feeders here. Seattle and Houston. I'm going to waste a whole bunch of time. I'm taking the Seahawks. Okay. But hey, Mace, by the way, did you happen to see who's out for the season for the Seahawks? Did you happen to see who?
Blitz boy himself, man. I think this surgery right here is gonna be his. I'm telling you, bro, he's coming back as a linebacker, dog. I've already said it, bro. He's going to gonna put on about 15 and just be a linebacker, dog. Just do it. At this point, I don't know why he hasn't done it. He would have got paid more. He would have got paid more
money. A safety gets paid more money nowadays than a linebacker.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks here, man. I don't expect
David Mills is starting. Let's just put it there. David Mills is starting. That's why me and Mace is both like, hell no. Nah. Daryl, who you got?
I hate to do this.
Oh,
I'll pick Seahawks.
Oh, yeah. He didn't lose his mind. Okay, I thought he was about to lose his shit for a second and do something foolish here. I really did. All right, so this is probably one of our bigger games of the week here. We have got the Raiders going into play. Kansas City. We've seen Mace, the Raiders have kind of been this all season long, as we told people when they got to that hot start. This is what they do. Just watch for the dip and then the roller coaster the rest of the way. So they've been doing that all year, and we've seen the Chiefs are now playing pretty damn good ball. They seem to be playing better balanced ball. All that in mind, Daryl, who you got?
Chiefs.
Okay. Mace, who you got?
I do want everybody to keep in mind that Kansas City's receivers are still dropping passes. I changed my pick. Listen, man. Everything would tell you. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than we expect it to be, just because it's a divisional game and at the end of the year, But I expect Kansas City receivers to let them down and keep the Raiders in this. But ultimately, Kansas City's defense has markedly improved. So I'm going to take them off the strength of their defense and not the strength of their offense, because them boys still out there got skillets.
Yeah, I'm going with KC here. They are finally rounding themselves into good football form, like I said here. They're actually doing the things that they need to be doing, which is, hey, they finally decided, even though we got Patrick, maybe to make his job a little bit easier, let's hand this fucking ball off. Okay, so they finally started realizing that they need to use Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which, hey, I'm going to say something here, Mace, while we're on the topic of running backs, right? Between what's happened with Baltimore and KC this year, if you are still one of these people that believes you don't need a good running back and you can plug someone in and everybody can do similar jobs, that should wake you the hell up and make you realize, no. You need a guy back there with some talent, because when shit goes wrong, you're going to still need that guy to break some tackles, to get into open space and make plays for you. So I think in this next upcoming draft, Mace, I'm going to make the prediction now. I think we're going to see running backs valued higher than they have been in the past 5 to 10 years, because simply teams are going to start realizing, and they're going to start sliding the pendulum back, right? Everybody's super pass happy now. We know what happens is that eventually everybody gets pass happy, and then the team starts switching it back, right? And then they start going, oh, okay, now we're going more run heavy.
I mean, like I said, look at Jonathan Taylor. Look at what he's done in his second season. I mean,
yeah, I would.
The only knock on Edwards-Helaire has been his speed. Everything else in a running back that you would want. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this guy in the crowd. He knows what he's shifty. You can't bring him down with arm tackles. At the end of the day, that is all Kansas City, a team like Kansas City, really needs. Like, you don't need burners everywhere. If this guy can consistently break tackles and put pressure on the defense to bring guys into the box to help get him down, that's going to cause more issue than per se a running back that's going to potentially break one on you from time to time. Like, I think he's a way better fit for that team.
If you want me to be honest, you know what running back in the league would actually be perfect for them? David Montgomery, because he consistently does not go down to the first man. And so even when that piss poor offensive line doesn't do his job well, David will help you out on that. And he would be running in so much clearance of space because of how teams have to play Kansas City. That's the type of guy they need, a guy that can make that first guy miss the tackle, like you said with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, right? He's a little bit slower than Montgomery, so he's not going to get as many of the bigger gains. But that is the biggest thing. You have to be a running back for them that makes the first guy miss. It's honestly to where they did the right thing with their handling of the Kareem Hunt situation, but I'm sure this is the moment where they're looking back and being like, damn it, we wish we still had Kareem, bro. Because, hey, the NFL should be happy they don't, because if them boys had Kareem Hunt too, be a long day for everybody. But not getting stuck in the mud here. Like I said, this is another big division game here. Baltimore at Cleveland. We've seen Baltimore, they've been boom, and then they went down a little, and then they spiked, and then they went down with this last loss, right? Where, honestly, I have to put that last loss on Lamar. That one's on him. Down to how he played for the first 3 quarters of that game, to then him missing that throw on the 2-point conversion. Because, look, I understand the pressure was in his face, but he understood the concept of that play, and he even said it himself after the game: a better throw, and we win this game. That's on me. I have to make a better throw. So, all that being said, yes, Baltimore, Cleveland. Mace, who you got?
Another thing to note with Baltimore, they are down Marlon Humphrey now. So the depleted secondary is depleted more. You got to commend them on how they've played. throughout the year with especially with the injuries in their secondary, man, you got to be like, bro, those dudes just did their jobs, man. But replacing a guy like Marlon Humphrey, you just don't do it. So like I said, this is another one of those division games where it can always go either way. I'm gonna be crazy here and pick Cleveland.
You trust Baker Mayfield all of a sudden?
I don't. But, I just think that I think the weight of more people getting injured is finally gonna like hit them, and they just have that down moral game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is an indictment on what the rest of Baltimore season is gonna be, but I mean, you can't keep losing guys and still go out there with that rah attitude of we still got to figure it out. Like you're gonna have
Next
a
man
game.
up.
Yeah, you're gonna have a game where you're just like, dog, man, again. And I just think this one's it. Like this is gonna be the game where they just have that letdown mentally.
Daryl, who you got?
I picked the Browns.
Oh God, he didn't even believe that. You see that? He thought about it so hard, man. He was like, "Oh God, this is painful for me to even do this."
I just feel like they're just gonna break out this weird ass win. I don't know. I just have that weird feeling about it. Like Ravens. Yeah, obviously I'll pick the Ravens, but Browns might just pull that little upset. They've been like a little upsetty for the last 3 weeks for certain teams, so I guess Browns want to do it.
Well, Lamar, just remember, your boy Jay Span, the man's the realest around here. I'm taking Baltimore, nigga. Let's go. Okay? Just remember that, Lamar. I'm your supporter around here. Remember that. Okay?
No. Listen, we believe in you, Lamar. We just think that your team gonna have a mental letdown.
That is a fair thing to assume. All right, so before we put him on his pedestal and let him go chirping off at the mouth because he's about to lose his mind here because we know he's still drunk as fuck on that Kool-Aid. Daryl, Dallas at Washington, who you got?
As long as they don't pull that nonsense of being their feet just staying in bounds and stuff with the ball, I'm picking Washington.
That shit stopped my yawn. What? You picking Washington? Oh shit! Oh man!
I watched that game. I didn't like it.
I know I said I was done picking your damn team, but I ain't drunk enough to pick fucking Heineke, bro. I'm taking Dallas,
for real.
I'm not that drunk.
You gonna pick him?
Nah, I'm cool.
Heineke, bro, really?
And I think
he's gonna be the quarterback. He's gonna be the quarterback that dismantles our defense. He's gonna be the dude that chops us up. Heineke.
Look,
I believe in miracles.
Oh Jesus! Oh, he said, "I believe in miracles." Oh my God!
Like, I understand. I do understand that. I think this could be a trap game, but at the same time, Dak Prescott is 7-1 against the football team, so there's nothing here to really make me believe that he will go 7-2 this weekend. I mean, Heineke.
Yeah, y'all heard me. I'm picking Dallas. I ain't stupid. I think the receiver is about to go off this week, so I'm taking Dallas here. That's not even a cool. Heineke, bro, for real?
How's this man gonna have any time, bro? Like, I finally, at this point in the season, we have a full, complement of defenders in the front seven. So, Heineke, come on,
he drunk as fuck. All right, but moving on here to two teams that have had seasons that completely polar opposites here. We've got Mace's mans. We're going to give him the Mace, Daryl, all right? And the Jacksonville Jaguars going into Tennessee here. We giving him the Mace, okay? I ain't taking the Mace. You can kiss my ass. I'm not taking Urban Meyer. I'm a Michigan fan. There is no way in hell I'll ever take him. So that's your man's now. Okay, so
throw him in the trash.
So Jacksonville at Tennessee. Mace, who you got?
Tennessee. I don't care who's on the field, who's not on the field. Ain't no way I can talk shit to my coordinators and then come out and win a game in that same week. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
What if it happens? What if it happens?
Daryl, who you got? You over here talking about what if it happens? Who you got?
I'm going to pick Titans.
That's what I thought. I just had to let it sit there for a second and be like, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, here.
We already know who you're going to pick. Like, did y'all hear the story about how Trevor Lawrence had to go in and tell them to play James Robinson?
Oh, you mean the guy that they should have been playing all along, the guy that was balling out of control for that terrible team last year and proved that he's a good running back? No, who would have guessed you should play that guy? Urban Meyer, baby. He ain't built for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, not to waste too much time on those because we got to hurry up and get Mace out here because Mace has got some stuff to do today. All right, so we're going to hit these next couple games a little rapid fire here. Detroit at Denver. Mace, who you got?
I got Denver.
You got Denver? Okay.
Yeah.
I got Lions. Right. I got Lions.
You don't. No, you don't. Stop.
Yes, I do. Got Lions. I'm not picking Broncos. Lions. Clean. Tattoo that on my hand. Lions.
Broncos, bro. I'm not even playing this fucking game with you right now. I'm not even doing that. He just want to get.
Hey, but I did pick some boys to get that dub though.
Look. Hey, you know what, man? Yeah, celebrate. Yeah, congratulations on that. The motherfuckers won on a damn last second throw. Kirk Cousins almost.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm sure Man Campbell up in Detroit appreciates you a lot for having that faith and belief in him.
Yes.
So, I'm sure he believes in you. Oh, man. Good God. Yeah, I'm taking Denver, though. No doubt. All right. So, Giants at Chargers. Mace, who you got?
Chargers.
Daryl?
Chargers.
Yeah, it's a Chargers sweep around here. Nobody on this show believes in, especially Mike Glennon's supposed to be starting this Sunday as well. All right. Here, San Francisco at Cincinnati. Mace, who you got?
I expect Cincinnati to have a bounce back game, bro. I got the Bengals here.
Daryl?
Bengals.
It's a Bengals sweep around here, San Francisco, until you guys decide to start actually playing a quarterback with more talent. I won't pick you. I won't do that. Not against a team that's as talented as Cincinnati. Not happening. Buffalo at Tampa Bay. Mace, we've got two teams here who are both in the thick of things for the playoffs. We've got Josh Allen, who has not had as good of a season as what he had last year. That offense seems to actually be a step back from what they were last year. All that being said, the defense finally decided to show up the other week, and they finally started to play a little bit of decent football. All that being said, Tampa Bay has been cruising pretty much this whole season. But not having Antonio Brown has shown to hurt that offense a little bit here. So, Mace, who you got on this one?
The Bills are angry here, so I think they can ride an emotional high. You know, I've had them on the roller coaster this whole time, and I think I've been pretty accurate here. So I'm taking the Bills here on this roller coaster journey of a team.
Daryl?
Bucks.
I was gonna say I asked him, bro. Like, I don't even know why I did that. All right. So, what was you gonna say? What?
I don't understand.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I forget. Your motto is never picking against Brady. So I forget.
You can't.
Packers. Bears at Packers. Mace, who you got?
The devil
fuck
himself.
You. Go ahead and
bro.
say it. Go ahead and say it, man. Just go ahead and say it.
Himself, bro. Listen.
Why you over here laughing? You might have to see that motherfucker in the playoffs. Good luck to you.
Shut up. You shut your mouth. I don't want to talk about that.
You might have to see that nigga in the playoffs.
You shut your mouth. We're not there yet.
Daryl, who you got? Is Daryl? You alive?
I am. I'm just.
You ain't
What
thinking
you thinking
that
about?
damn hard. Shut up. You ain't trying to act like you over here Yoda thinking this like let's meditate on it with the force.
What was your pick, Mace?
I picked the Packers.
Yeah, I'll pick Packers.
Yeah, it's a Green Bay swoop around here. I told y'all till we get Matt Nagy about the paint, bro. I ain't got no time for this. So yeah, it's a Packer sweep around here.
Hey, your man's just starting though.
I think Justin Fields plays better than he did in that first game. I think he had missed some throws in that first game, and I think this is going to be another step in the right direction. They say he's practiced all week and he's back to being healthy. So we'll see what happens. But I have no faith in our play calling to be good enough to consistently score points. So yeah. This is a Packers win. I hate to say it. Another time for Aaron Rodgers to come out and remind everybody, oh, I own the Bears. Hey, Aaron, how about you go own the vaccine? How about that?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yo, the pettiness in that.
Wow.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. All right. And then the last game of Week 14 will be a big game for both of these teams. Rams at Cardinals. This is especially big for the Rams with the way they have been trending over the last month. Mace, who you got?
Oh man, I expect Aaron Donald to come out and remind the people that he's Aaron Donald and do a little bit of that game plan wrecking that everybody's afraid of. Mm-hmm. And I think the Rams get this dub. It's no indictment on the Cardinals, but hey man, sometimes one person, especially in the mold of Aaron Donald, can really ruin an entire game plan, and I expect it to happen.
Daryl, who you got?
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Daryl here. Look, man, something's just not right with that Rams team. And if you want me to be honest, Mace, I think it's that they don't have either a really good offensive line or a running back that's dynamic that can make a lot of plays for them. So at this point, I can't pick that team. Arizona's been rolling. That defense is playing well. The offense is playing well. I have to go Arizona here pretty easily here. And then, of course, we will. Go ahead.
It's no indictment on the Cardinals, man, but I expected. Man, Aaron Donald's like a special case, though, man, because he could have a game and ruin whatever you're trying to do on any given Sunday, man. And I mean, they need it. They needed this game. They need Aaron Donald to play like Aaron Donald.
Isn't it crazy to think back on this, Mace? In 8 years as an interior lineman, this dude has 92.5 sacks. Like, what in the hell, bro? You do not see that ever. Like, that's holy shit. But to finish out the week here, of course, we've got our Thursday night game that we have to pick here, and this will be a big one. This is a division matchup here. KC going into play the LA Chargers. Mace, who you got?
The Chargers seem to be the most equipped in that division currently to match up with KC. Like I said, man, a lot of teams have tried that too high shell and it hasn't worked for them. But Chargers, it seems to be the one team who that just seems to be their defensive makeup, and they give them a lot of problems. So I'm just gonna pick the Chargers here again.
Daryl, who you got?
I'll pick Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to go KC here. I think KC is going to keep the train rolling. I think they finally figured out what the formula is that they have to do in order to win games consistently. And I don't think Keenan Allen's going to be back for that Thursday night game either. And with them truly only having Mike Williams as their only threat, I don't believe the Chargers are going to be able to make enough plays because, look, for all the issues with the Chiefs defense, they've always been able to identify who's the threat. It's just as far as the other parts of executing it, that's where they usually ran into some issues. I think now it's a perfect situation to where now you can put a man over the top of Mike Williams all day and not have to really worry about any of the other wide receivers. So I'm going to have to take KC here. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in to another resounding episode of your favorite weekend sports show, ITC Sportsball. Mace, get the people your socials. Tell them where they can find you at.
You already know, man. You can find me at Twitter at funky_Steph09, Instagram, Nindime Summer, or hit me up on Twitch, twitch.tv/SwaggyMace.
Daryl, where can the people find you, baby?
Instagram, Twitter, Alvarez Effect, Twitch, be X Suicide Kills X.
And of course, you can find me everywhere at JSpam the Man. Y'all know, you see this pretty ass face, or you're gonna see the ITC logo. Also, big thank you to our sponsor here, Swopes. Yes, Swopes here, people. You guys will be hearing the ad in there. I'm sure some of you that have been that watched the show, you want to wonder who the hell is that? Who's Swopes? This is gonna be our guy. But yes, we're gonna have this is our new sponsor. This is our guy. But he is a guy out here trying to help all of your kids your college athletes get into school, get into somewhere that can help them with their degrees. So please make sure you check out Swope's Athletic. I always want to say it wrong. Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Thank you. He can help get some attention on your kid that you're trying to help them get a college degree. So please make sure that you do check out Mr. Swopes on Facebook and on Twitter.
Quick PSA to the if we have any high school athletes, bro, listen, bro. If you go to D3, you're good. D2, good. D1, good. It does not matter, bro. Get in there.
Get in there and get that free degree. Let this man help you get your free degree. For real. It'll change your life. But we thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, of course, to another resounding episode of ITC
Sportsball. We getting better, baby.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man. But that was